Hi, this is Kevin with KGM JAM, owner of Pro Advertisers Club, a totally free site to advertise. Go to proadvertisersclub.com, join for free today, and start advertising for free. Okay, at the end of the drop today for the Platinum Moments, I struck out. And I also struck out on the potions. And then I went over and started watching VeVe Vibes YouTube channel, and they said that the potions were back for sale. So I went in, ended up getting 2 of them before they sold out again. And then about 5 minutes later, you could buy them again. And I passed on that because at that point they were going for the market at retail, and I already had 2. So I now got 1 to burn and 1 to keep if I so choose, or whatever I want to do. And currently they're going for like $37, $38, whatever. And it's not, if you add up the posters compared to what they're showing for what's been burned for the potions, they're only showing 700 potions burned or 600, but there's about 1,000 posters. So that means there's about 1,000 potions burned. So we're about halfway, a little bit over halfway done with the potions. And I don't know, I think you're going to have the groups that have wants everything. So they're going to have the poster, the potion, and the platinum moment. But you don't burn the platinum moment, so that doesn't matter. So I think it's going to slow down a lot. I'm going to say maybe 300 more potions get used, which will leave us with a terribly amount of potions for this, for where we're at right now in VeVe. But if the price of the posters go up, and they like, especially Elsa, hers is up to, I think, 125. That maybe they start burning more potions to flip the poster. I don't know. Anyway, so that was kind of a weird drop. I don't know what happened with the potions, because it told me I didn't get the platinum moment, but on the potions it never said anything. It just disappeared, never came back with a buy now button, never came back with anything, not a red box, a green box. And then I ended up getting 2 of them. So I don't know. So sold out though, so that's successful, even though it wasn't smooth all the way. A few days ago I put out a video and I was talking about the audit that they're doing for Disney with that battle with the state of Florida, and how that's going to affect VeVe. And one of the things I said was that Disney's just getting the hell beat out of them right now by everybody. It seems like, just about the movies, about the state of Florida thing and whatever. And I got some information here that I want to point out about. Don't worry about Disney. Disney's doing just fine. And let's start with the streaming services, because all you've been hearing about, a lot of this is to manipulate the markets to suppress the stockholder, the stocks. I don't know all the details, but they do it when it's not really that's what's going on. Who's behind it, I don't know, but it just seems that way. But listen to this. Disney just hit 150 million subscribers in November for Disney Plus. All you heard was about how they lost 3-4 million because of India and some other places, but they actually had a net gain of 4 million. For now they're up to 150 million. You throw in the 50 million to Hulu, that's 200 million people paying between $7 and $17 now, depending on what they got. The paid commercials is doing very well on Hulu. In fact, Hulu is the number one, as of whenever this was written, which was like 4 or 5 months ago. I don't know how often they check it, but Hulu's the most profitable streaming service, even more profitable than Netflix. And I didn't even think Netflix was profitable at all, because from what this article said, None of them are profitable right now because all the costs are up front. But look, Disney's, their inventory, 99% of it has been paid for decades, paid for in cash and profit off of them, and they slap that all on their, Disney Plus, and then plus the new stuff is expensive. I know it's expensive, but let's put it this way: in 2021, they made almost $70 billion with a net profit of roughly 2 to 3 billion. And you're like, wow, that's all that money, and they only kept 2 to 3 billion after all the bills were paid. That's cash. That's 2 to 3 billion they stick in a bank account. I mean, I don't even know where you put that much money. That's after everything was all paid for. Losses, expenses, movie star contracts, employees. If anything, so I was wrong about VeVe being the only thing that was making them money, because Hulu made them a lot of money. Hulu's a lot more popular than Disney Plus right now. The thing with Disney Plus, what seems to be going on is people, I'm the same way. I pay to have Disney Plus. I watch Peacock all the time because Office is on there. And every night I go to bed, I put on The Office, and that's how I fall asleep. But I want that capability for Disney Plus to be there. When I feel like watching the Avengers, I go watch it. I don't do it every day, but I'm willing to pay for it, even though I'm not using it all the time. And I got a feeling a lot of people are like that. A lot of people. But so you got 200 million people, and we're just talking the streaming services now. Their least money making is now the parks. They bring in about $15 billion a year on average. The media is bringing in $50 billion a year. And that's Disney Plus, the Hulu, the movie. Well, Disney doesn't own all of Hulu. Yeah, they do. They got a silent partner right now that's going to end up selling the rest of that. They're just working out the details. So now they got all of Hulu. Disney, they're going to combine it. They're probably going to get rid of Hulu by name, or at the very least put it on the Disney Plus platform, and you'll have the Hulu button and the Disney Plus, and hopefully you have the VeVe button right there, because look, let's pretend like we're Disney and you got something like VeVe and the NFTs. I have no way to know what their plans are with VeVe. Whether they're going to keep VeVe, whether they're going to pull their stuff off of VeVe or go, make their own platform. Me personally, I think they're going to stay with VeVe for a while. But at what point do you slap that on to Disney Plus? At what point does Apple put the the VeVe app in their goggles that they got coming out? We're all speculating that that's what they're going to do. And so the big question is, how long are we talking? Are they going to wait till the next halving? Because could VeVe, Disney, and them afford to sit out this halving? And that's how I think of everything now, is the halving. Because when the halving happens for Bitcoin, the crypto people get rich. They buy lots of NFTs, blow up the market. When it gets sky high, they dump it, and then we get the bear market. That has seemed to be the pattern over the last two halvings. And that's probably what's going to happen again, until you get the mainstream in there. Then the mainstream will prop it up, and the crypto people will be a bonus type thing. But that's coming. We're seeing signs of it. NFT sales are skyrocketing. You still don't hear about VeVe. I will hear and get advertisements on the shittiest NFTs and how they're skyrocketing and whatever, nobody will ever say anything about VeVe. And I'm convinced it's on purpose. Is it because VeVe's not? Hell no. I think VeVe's the best platform out there for NFTs. I think they're the absolute best platform out there. But they're just not ready. They're going at their own pace, and they've got a plan. And when it's ready to go, it will go. So right now, the best thing to do is DCA and accumulate. But what's the time frame? The biggest mistake I made, and pretty much everybody made, was 2 years ago. We really thought it was then that it was just going to get better and better. And then, what happened in the last 2 years, it's because that's not their priority. Their priority right now is to get it built and to get all the pieces in place like a chess game. And then I guess I'm going to say it's like you push a button and boom, it takes off when they're ready. And they won't do it until they're ready. And that could be next month, next year, 5 years from now. Because that's what is, what we think should happen. Like we want it now. That's not what they're looking at. They're looking at, we're going to implement this, 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 and this. And they've been planning this since for 10 years. So anyway, that's my little rant. And I was definitely wrong about VeVe being the only thing that's making the money, but VeVe is making the money. I don't know how much. If you look at percentages, the profit margins have got to be blowing anything else off the charts, because once you put in an NFT, I don't know what other expense there is. I'm not going to say it's pure profit, but you pay somebody to make it. You already own the IP. VeVe gets their cut, you get your cut, you drop it, and then it's on the platform. And then we buy and sell it. Go to VeVe statistics there on the feed, VeVe feed. The amount of sales every day. They're not like incredible numbers, but compared to all the other NFT platforms, they're blowing them out of the water. It's incredible. Go look at DC Comics on Candy. The Marvel comics on VeVe do 10 times as much every day. So I guess what I'm trying to say is we're in the right place, but we have no idea what the time frame is going to be. The sooner the better for me, sooner better for everybody. But you got to think that. So in the meantime, DCA, accumulate, not financial advice, entertainment purposes only. Check this out. In the fiscal year of 2023, the Walt Disney Company held assets worth $205.6 billion US, up 0.95% from $203.63 billion a year earlier. Every statistic that I've been researching for the last couple of years, their numbers have gone up. You wouldn't think so listening to the damn media or listening to YouTube. You literally would think that Disney's about to, file for bankruptcy or something. Now, Apple is a company that probably could probably just buy Disney. I mean, that's how big Apple is. But in no way is Disney's growing. They're getting richer by the day. And the moves I see them making, and the reason I'm all into that, because that I'm always thinking what affects VeVe. What are they going to do next? Like the Disney Plus thing, I'm always asking. To me, that's like the easiest thing to do. And then the next question is, well, why haven't they done it already? Well, like I said, because they're moving at their own pace. Maybe they never put it on there. There's no way for us to know. No way. But that's, that's something you think they should do. Now, when you look up statistics and stuff, they'll be a little bit different, but they're all pretty much telling the same picture. Like this one right here. Revenue of the Walt Disney Company in the fiscal year 2023. Entertainment, $40 billion. Sports, $18 billion. Experiences, $32 billion. Actually, 33. So I imagine experiences like the parks, the cruise lines. That's almost 100. What they're showing right here on this chart, and this is, you can go look it on this yourself at Statista. You're looking at roughly $120 billion. So let's say for a net profit of $5 billion. They made $3 billion last year, a couple billion the year before that. I mean, they're starting to build cash like Apple does. I'm telling you, the more I check into Disney, now they are going to have some problems, legal problems with that audit. Yeah, that's politics, and whatever happens, Disney's going to be there. Maybe Apple swoops in if the stock gets low enough. Maybe Apple swoops in and buys Disney. I don't know if that would even be allowed, to be honest. So I don't know. And either way, whether it's Disney or Apple owning Disney, they're going to want it. I'm believing more and more that VeVe's going to play a big part in the Disney scheme of things. And it's just me speculating. That's all I'm doing. I can't, other than just looking at statistics and researching, and I'm not connected to anybody. Nobody's told me anything. It's just I'm using logic, common sense. That's why everybody's on VeVe, because we all see kind of the same thing. And I'm going to say it again. Now you should be DCAing and accumulating. And you better do it at your own pace and not, do your own research, because what you can do, I can't do, and vice versa. You got to do it for what you know you can do. And if you get yourself into trouble, that's on you. So now we got on a regular basis the drops. That's pretty standardized. I've pretty much been trying different kind of drops. Hell, we had 2 different kind this week alone. The one didn't make it, the Star Wars one with the poster. They're going to reschedule that. And today was different in the fact that you had a drop 5 minutes after the first drop. Not 4 hours later like it's always been. Then you got the pencils. You got to get some pencils if you want the desk. That I can't believe. I thought it was going to be done by the end of the year, so they're running out of time unless that's changed. I haven't heard anything. But if you don't know, get one of each pencil, and then you can turn it in for the desk, which might or might not have something to do with Elsa, who has a pen in her dress. I've heard some wild rumors about that. You got the Mongol, the English drop pieces to get for his metaverse property. He came out and said that if you own the pieces, I think there's 3 of them, you are going to get some drops to do something with the land. And that's pretty much all I've heard about it. When that time frame is, I don't know. So what's the next big thing for VeVe? What is going to happen next? You're talking, it's seeming like the OMI's coming. You can stake it on the platform, get rewards for MCP points and the coupons, the vouchers, whatever they're called. And look, guys, I just see it getting better and better here on VeVe. It's never going to move fast enough. That's probably the one thing probably the one thing I can say, but I understand it. And I actually, it puts more confidence in me that they're moving slow, because it means they're dotting their I's and crossing their T's, because like what's going on in Disney now with the state of Florida, that's that you mess up with the SEC, you mess up with something else, that gives them a chance to get their hooks in you, and then it's a mess. And you've seen it happen with other companies. So anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you haven't already, go check out Pro Advertisers Club. And if you got a question, leave it down below and I'll get back to you or address it in the next video. And if you got something, leave it down, anything, leave a message down there, whatever. But please like and subscribe, and have a nice night.